Yo, welcome to... I am Josh, your partner in crime when it comes to peeking into Reddit's deepest rabbit holes. And just like you guys, I'm also... One thing we'll both do is giving our opinion about the story so that we can compare our perspectives. I'll be giving my opinion right after the story, and you can just comment yours. Since this is our first video, note it down, we'll be doing 3 different categories of Reddit stories, namely, Am I the Today I Effed Up, and creepy stories that will surely give you heebie-jeebies. Video for each category drops every 2 days, so don't forget to subscribe and turn on the notifications by clicking the bell icon. Now, let's jump straight to action! Today's tale? Let's just say it made me question reality and humanity. It's straight from the depths of r/AITA, and it's got everything. Drama, weird twists, and that one moment you'll rewind to hear again. But hey, I don't do the narrating. That's my guy, the storyteller. Let's jump into our first confession for today.
Am I the for telling my husband that he absolutely ruined the birth of our child? Hi everyone. Our daughter is now 8 weeks old, so obviously this whole argument has gone on a very, very long time. We both have been holding grudges and neither of us think that we are wrong. My husband does not know I am posting this, so I am going to keep it as anonymous as possible. So when I got pregnant with my daughter, my husband started in immediately telling me that I should have a home birth. I really do not know why he was so adamant on it, but he was. At first, I brushed him off and told him I would think about it because I was only 6 weeks pregnant, and the birth seemed so far off. Of course, it came quickly, and my husband would literally speak over me at doctor's appointments when my doctor would ask if I had a birth plan. This caused a few arguments between us in those 39 weeks of pregnancy, but I never really changed my mind. Eventually, my husband's mother sat down and talked to me, and she told me all of the reasons why they did not want me to go to a hospital for the birth. I expressed my concerns about, safety of the baby and myself, but just like my husband, she brushed me off. I ended up telling my husband that I would take myself to the hospital when it was time and that I did not want a home birth. He acted as if he didn't hear me. We met with a doula who was also very pushy. I felt overwhelmed and not supported at all. I was 36 weeks at that point, so when I went into labor, I was 39 weeks and I absolutely begged my husband to take me to the hospital where my doctor is. He wouldn't. He spoke to me condescendingly and called the doula instead. I was in labor for about 3 days, active labor for around the last 22 hours. I cried the whole time. I just felt something was wrong. I was scared and oftentimes they left me alone. The doula told me that if active pushing and labor reached 24 hours, I had to go into the hospital. I remember thinking that I could not decide which was worse, staying in labor for another 2 hours or having my baby right there. When she was finally out, I don't even remember wanting to hold her. I just remember crying out of relief. Obviously, I am okay now, but I did not have a good experience. On my first appointment after birth with my doctor, she was very shocked I had the baby. She was concerned. I was so upset. I told my husband that he absolutely ruined it for me. I truly never want to go through that again. I hear mothers say that they forget all the pain the second they have the baby, but I didn't. I love my daughter so much, but it was horrible and it was entirely his fault. So I told him that several times. He rolls his eyes every time and tells me how mothers are strong and how I am not trying to be strong. I told him that if we ever have another baby, which he wants, that I will never do a home birth ever again. His response is, "We'll see." I cannot possibly be the here, can I? Everyone around me is acting like this is so normal, but it's not. Is it?
Oof, that was heart-wrenching to hear. Can't even imagine what this woman went through. And in my opinion, no, she's not because no one deserves to go through that kind of pain. Yes, pregnancies are painful, but restricting someone from going to the hospital for birth is no less than a crime. So yeah, in this case, the husband's the We have another short story which you won't regret listening to. Let's make this a quick one.
Am I the for breaking a man's nose because he apparently didn't know what stop means? Advice needed. A 21 female went to my local grocery store the other day to get 1 to 2 items and then go home. As I'm grabbing said items, they were on different aisles, I see a man aged 45 to 55 following me quite closely. You may say, oh, maybe it's just a weird coincidence. He wanted something on that aisle. No, he didn't pick up or look at anything, didn't even have a cart. A little more context, I was wearing a dress. Not ridiculously short, but it was short because it's 90 degrees outside. Anyways, I got uncomfortable and just went and checked out. Didn't see the man until I was almost to my car. He walks up and tries to start making awkward small talk. How old I am, the fact that my license plate is a different state than the one I was in, where I was coming from, if I have a boyfriend. I told him I wasn't interested and asked him to please leave me alone. He didn't and got closer to me. I have a very big ick about people boxing me into small spaces, sort of trauma, and so I said quite loudly, please back away from me, I don't like this. He laughed and basically said, oh, she's upset, what a sweetheart, and is now 3 inches away from me. So I panicked and slammed the palm of my hand into his nose, which broke it. He began screaming at me, but I was having a panic attack and just got into my car and left. I told some friends about it, and some say I'm the because I could have just ducked away, and some say that that's a completely normal response for someone who has trauma. So, am I the here?
Well, only regret I have after listening to this is that it should have been a punch instead of just the palm. A guy of that age should be well aware of consequences in these situations. Besides that, trauma isn't a joke. It's real. So in my opinion, the girl is not at fault. It's clear that guy is the With this, the first episode of Am I the comes to an end. In 2 days, we'll be getting the first episode of Today I Effed Up. If you're curious like me, don't forget to subscribe. After all, every story lover is curious, which makes all of us